One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
The give is to Taylor. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Grabbed behind the line, it's gone. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Everybody knows how difficult the SEC schedules are. You hear about it from every team there. It's hard to explain how a team like Ole Miss, all of that firepower, all of that ability, dumps a home game to a bad Kentucky team for the first time since 1964. That one basically kept them out of the playoff.
And I think one of the biggest surprises in that game was how Ole Miss could not protect Jackson Dart. Their offensive line got abused by Kentucky up front. David, they were way more physical in the trenches. We'll see if that happens again today.
And I'll never forget that Stoops fourth down call in his own territory that comes through. They make the big play. Ole Miss's offense sputtered. Their defense wasn't elite like they're accustomed to, and it kept them out of the playoffs.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up.
Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. On target. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Ah, it's a running room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. With jet sweep pass. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on third and goal? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense Makes a third down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Taylor has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front. Right there, that run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass on second down. Going up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Looking to throw at Simmons. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. There he goes! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. It's a seam wide open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further growth.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The hand to the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Ole Miss offense will take over.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Makes a grab right down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Punts it out of the air. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got the quick pass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going to the ground. Trucks through the defender. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Out of space. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Jet sweep headed to the edge. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on...
Going over the top. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't